with the difference between balance of trade and balance of payment. It's one of the most easy and one of the most interesting topic of business environment. Before proceeding to difference, let me give you a briefing regarding both the terminologies which has emerged due to globalization: balance of payment as well as balance of trade. Basically, see, globalization has made the world a small place. Nowadays every country is free to interact with the other country for the purpose of import and export. So basically the recording of import and export, okay, or the maintaining of track of import and export is in balance of trade. Balance of trade is concerned with only visible goods, the goods which can be seen, touch, count, machinery, raw material, equipments, tools, plants, etc., which are exported or imported from other countries, or if we are exporting to other countries or something we are importing from other country, so they need to be maintain a track or record that comes in balance of trade. Okay, it's a statement of recording of import and export of one country with the other countries. Okay, now let us focus on balance of payment. Balance of payment is a systematic record of all economic activity. It is not just concerned with visible good, it's concerned with visible as well as invisible. Visible goods which can be seen, touch and count, and invisible which are services, education services, medical service, financial services, banking service, insurance services. Okay, it is concerned with both. And balance of trade is just a part of balance of payment. So the scope of balance of payment is very wide, as well as compared to balance of trade the scope is narrow. Okay, the two difference we got, the meaning and the scope. So let's proceed. Now first of all, this is my introduction. This is Shalini Khatwani, graduation in the field of Bachelor of Business Administration, post-graduation in MBA Finance and Marketing from Shri Shankaracharya Group of Institution, Bhilai, Chhattisgarh. Work experience 3 years. Previously was working with the Kalinga University as an assistant professor in Management and Commerce Department. The location was there, Raipur, Chhattisgarh, and currently preparing for UgCnet Management. So basically, let us focus on the first term, that is balance of trade. Balance of trade. What is meant by trade? Trading refers to buying and selling of good. Very basic one. Buying and selling of good. Now we are concerned with the balance of trade. So it is on the basis of international scale. We are buying or selling goods from different countries around the world, and the recording is mentioned in balance of trade statement. International scale. Okay, however it is performed on an international scale. It is called import and export. Balance of trade mentions the import and export made by a nation's economy within a specific year. Very important, the recording should be for a specific period or specific year. Balance of trade only records tangible items. I have told you earlier also. Visible items. Okay. Tangible. The recording of tangible item. And let us focus this diagram. Country A is importing or exporting to country B. Importing or exporting goods, that comes in balance of trade. Okay. Very easy. It is the difference between money value of exports and imports of material good which can be seen, okay, visible items, tangible items, merchandise during a year. Examples are clothes, shoes, machines, etc. See, the export and import of service, invisible items like shipping, insurance, banking, payments of dividend, interest, expenditure by tourists are not included. Very important point. This all are included in balance of payment, not balance of trade. Okay, this is invisible services. Insurance, banking, shipping, payment of dividend, interest, these are all invisible. These are services. Export, sending goods abroad to earn foreign exchange, whereas import means buying good from abroad and paying foreign exchange. If India is purchasing from USA, they have to pay in dollars. So what will happen? They have to exchange their currency. That's why government supports entrepreneurship and says you should you increase B plan, or you should support the B plan, or bring something innovative idea so that we make good or we make service which we export to other countries, so that export is high and import is low. Okay, there should be balance of trade. There should be that import should be not high as compared to export. That will come to deficit because the country has to pay in another country, okay, or the foreign exchange will be taking place. Export are considered as income and imports are considered as an expenditure. Very, very important point, because in import we have to pay, that's an expenditure for the country, and in export the country will be earning from other countries, so that's an income from a country. It excludes only visible, it includes only visible item and doesn't include services. Services are invisible. Now balance of payment, very important. Balance of payment records all economic transaction. It does not consider only visible, invisible also. Both are included in balance of payment. Okay, between a country and the rest of the world during a specific period. Financial year. Credit, money coming in, inflow. Debit, money coming out, money going out, that's outflow. Two things are there in the balance of payment statement. Credit, the money which is coming from the other country, okay, that's like export. We are exporting, the country is exporting, so they are earning from other countries. And import, we are purchasing from other countries, so we have to pay, that comes in debit side. It is a difference between a nation's total payment to foreign countries. If any country, for example, India is importing from USA, so they have to pay in dollars. So basically recording of all the transaction with other countries. India is importing from USA, China, Japan or UK. So all the transaction with other countries related to import or export of services as well as tangible item is recorded in balance of payment. Okay, and through balance of payment the country can analyze what is the financial situation of my country, what is the position of import and export of visible as well as invisible item. If import is high as compared to export, the condition is not good, and if export is high than import, the condition of the economy is going on good. The financially the country is going on soundly, like USA is exporting more as comparing to import, whereas if you talk about poor country or underdeveloped country, they are importing a lot as compared to export, so their balance of payment is going on in deficit. Okay, it is a systematic record. It's a systematic record of countries' receipt, how much they are receiving and how much they have to pay to other countries in international economic transaction in a specific period of time. With other countries, how much money they have to receive and how much money they have to pay is recorded in balance of payment. See, this is the basically these things are included in balance of payment. Exports of good, which is visible, okay, we can say tangible items. Export of services, intangible, education service, medical service, insurance service, banking service, financial services. Okay, unrequited receipt, unilateral transfer, capital receipt. Now let us focus on the difference between balance of trade and balance of payment. First of all, let us focus on the meaning. What is the meaning of balance of payment and balance of trade? Balance of trade is a statement. Balance of trade is a statement that captures the country's export, how much they have exported and how much they have imported from other countries, with the remaining world. Okay, goods with the remaining world. It is a statement. It is just a statement of recording of only tangible items. Remember, this is a very easy point. Whereas balance of payment is a statement that keeps track of all. Here comes all. All refers to visible as well as invisible transaction done by a country with the remaining world. Records transaction related to goods only, that is visible item, tangible item, and transaction related to goods as well as services are recorded. Capital transfer are not recorded in balance of trade, very important, and these are recorded in balance of payment. Capital transfer, which is better? We have studied previously also, balance of trade is just a part of balance of payment, so it gives a partial view what is the position of import and export of just visible item, whereas balance of payment gives a entire view of what is the position of import and export of visible as well as invisible, how much money we have to receive, how much money the country has to pay to other countries. Component, it is a component of current account, it is a component of current leave this point. Now concept, it's a narrow concept. Balance of trade is a narrow concept because it just concerns with the visible item, whereas it is a wider concept as it's just one of the, it has a balance of trade is a component of balance of payment only, so the scope of balance of payment is wider. It includes import and exports of services, unilateral receipt payment, and capital payment. What is the formula? Balance of trade, net earnings on export minus net payment for import. It is just concerned with import and export. Okay, how much earning is country earning from export and how much money they have to pay for import. Okay, this is the formula of balance of trade. Balance of payment formula: current account plus capital account plus or minus balance items or error or omission. This formula you have to learn. Okay, what are the main factors? Following are the main factor which affect balance of trade: cost of production, availability of raw material, exchange rates, price of goods manufactured. It is just concerned with the goods. As we can say, what is the cost of production, what is the availability of raw material, what is the exchange rate between different countries, okay, what is the price of the product or good. Now what are the main factors which affect balance of payment? Condition of foreign lenders. What is the condition of foreign lenders? Are they able to lend? Okay, what is the rate of interest they are charging? Economic policy of government, which is very important, very very important. If the government doesn't supports the, we can say, reduction of tariffs or trade, there will be more chances of export and import of visible as well as invisible item. Before LPG model, there were no export and import. The country were consuming the products which were manufactured in their country only. After LPG policy in 1991 by Dr. Manmohan Singh, there was a drastic change. There were less tariffs and duties, and there was an coming of foreign investors in our country, and there were many coming of new companies, new products. Okay, all the factors of balance of trade, all the factors of balance of trade are also included in balance of payment, because balance of trade is a part of balance of payment. Now settlement, what is the settlement? Deficit can be recovered by balance of payment, very important. If it's going on deficit, if import is high and export is less, it can be handled by balance of payment. Whereas balance of payment is going on a deficit, it cannot be handled by balance of trade. It's very difficult because the scope is wide and it includes balance of trade, so it can't handle the balance of payment cannot be handled by balance of trade. But balance of trade deficit can be handled by balance of payment, very important point. So if you like my video, do like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.